What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am here at the Tulocay Cemetery in Napa, California, and I'm seeing some interesting mausoleums up here. Some beautiful ones. Hope you're all well today. Hope this video finds you well. Cemetery is pretty quiet. There's a few people in here, but the cemetery is pretty chill. There's not a whole lot of people. I don't have to stop filming because of families visiting graves. There's a whole lot of chillness here, which I love, and a whole lot of shade from these trees because it's like 84 degrees today. Or it will be by about 2 or 3 p.m., but it's getting warm already. Look at this one. Ornduff is the family. So we got Isaac Ornduff, was a pioneer of Napa. We found there's a ton of pioneers in this cemetery, of course, and him and his family are inside this beautiful mausoleum here. Oh wow, this thing hasn't been opened in years, it looks like. Either Isaac is the only one, there he is on the bottom right, but the rest of the crypts don't have any names on the fronts. So I don't know. Look at this old broom right here. Let me look closer. I'm not sure, maybe the fronts of these were redone, because this one in the middle here on the left, where the broom's hanging off of, I can almost see lettering, but not really, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's all rubbed off somehow, but yeah. So his wife, Annie, is listed as being in here, but I don't know what crypt she is. But I could have swore this one on the left here has a inscription on it that's very light, but I can't be positive. And I heard sometimes back in the day, sometimes people weren't marked when they were put into these. As you can see, the floor here is covered with leaves. There's flowers, which is very nice. People have brought flowers. And there's a Davina. He has a daughter named Davina, but when I looked her up, I found news clippings about her, but no picture of her final resting place, so she might be in here as well. There's Thomas Earl. Died in 1893. He was responsible for the development of Napa, California here, another pioneer. And from what I could find out about him, he was orphaned at the age of 9, born in Canada, and made his way out here and helped found Napa here. And he's got his family inside as well. Let's see here. Must be rough being orphaned at the age of 9. Oh wow. This door is very old. It's got his... Thought I heard some rustling around in here. But look, there's all kinds of family. He's up here at the top. He's got a spouse and just family in here. There's a George. There's a Francis. 1919 died. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas was born in 1868, died in 1949, I'm sorry. There's just another Thomas, 1893 died, age 67. All kinds of, there's a Bonnie Lee Porterfield in the floor here. Bonnie Lee Porterfield, 1945 to 2017. So that was a recent addition. I'm just gonna get a better shot of that. The Pioneer family. I mean, we're, of course, I mean, this is old, like, pioneer type cemetery. We're running into all kind of founding families, you know, of Napa, California here. This place is just amazing. Look at some of these interesting graves here. While we're checking out our mausoleums, we're gonna check out some of these. Bennett James, born in Monroe, Illinois. He born April 6th, 1826, died November 30th, 1884. Aged 58 years, 7 months, and 24 days. An earnest, honest man in all things just. May his soul rest in peace. This beautiful gate around it. I love this stuff, how it's just still standing. I'm so amazed. I love this. Oh, there's a broken stone down here. I don't see any evidence of any kind of vandalism here. I mean, I've seen there's padlocks on a lot of these mausoleums, but I think they were meant to be padlocks. I mean, they're padlocks are on a lot of these are very rusted out, but they're fairly modern ones. So I think the padlocks were just replaced. Then again, it could have been broken off by intruders. Who knows? But look at this one. Henrietta, wife of John Boney. Let's see here. Born May 9th, 1847, died May 25th, 1882. And there's not much talking about this one in here, and then this one just says mother, 1860 to 1930. We got the Mason family here, namely George. He died in 1920, and it says he was a rancher out here in Napa, or the Napa area. There's something interesting on the door. There's like a cowboy hat, a Rolling Stones t-shirt, a scarf of some kind. I gotta look to see who else is in here, because this is interesting. It says US Tour 78. It's like a little kid's shirt, though. It's a Rolling Stones shirt. Some kind of scarf or hat. That might be a hat or a scarf, and that's another scarf. That's a cowboy hat. Very interesting. I gotta check out and see who else is in here. Catherine Mason was his spouse, and she died in 1916. The thing is, and there's the Mason symbol right there, as you can see. I was trying to look up somebody who might have been young enough that might have been placed in here later on that to coincide with like being a Rolling Stones fan or whatever. And there was nobody in there with the birth date or death date that could have been a part of that era. So I'm really not sure what that's about on the door here. The hat and Rolling Stones t-shirt and everything else. But the children are in here as well. The husband, the wife, and a couple of the children as well. And this is the Reynolds family. Another pioneer family, and the Gallen family over here as well. Both pioneer families helped, you know, found Napa, California here. Now, I was here, it was like a few years ago. And in this Reynolds one, there was, on the right side on the floor in there was a urn, cremation urn, that was just sitting in the floor there from Cypress Lawn Crematorium over here in San Francisco. You guys have seen me go to Cypress Lawn Memorial Park before. It was an old urn or some kind of, you know, can, it looked like a can, but it was like an urn. It was mysteriously just sitting in the floor there on the right side. And it had been labeled Cypress Lawn. I think it was like late 1800s, early 1900s dated on the urn. Joe Sid was a family member. So let's see if that urn is still there. It was in the door to the right. I don't think it is anymore. Is it? No, I don't think it is. It was mysteriously just sitting on the right there. There's a Joseph Reynolds, born 1830, died 1914, and a Julia Francis, born 1838, died 1914. Oh, interesting. Both died in 1914, but different dates. July 29th and March 4th. But yeah, I don't know. Somebody reported that urn sitting there and decided to call the cemetery and let them know. Maybe they took it out, researched it, they put it in one of these crypts. I don't know. But it was just sitting there. There it is right there on the floor. It's just covered with more stuff. When I was here last time, it was more exposed and I could read it. But that's the urn just sitting there mysteriously. I would assume a relative. It dated like late 1800s, early 1900s, I do believe, when I was able to read it before. And this is the Gallen family. This is a small one. It's just for 2 people. Or there's 3. There's an Edward, 1838 to 1903, a Carrie A, the wife, 1849 to 1896, and Asil, 1881 to 1947. Look at the handles on this thing, wow. But wasn't that wild in the Reynolds one over here? They have this, just an, ouch. Well, that wasn't fun. It got nailed, there was some thorns on that branch hanging right there. Got nailed with some thorns. Got nailed by thorns. Good thing I had my hat on, because that would have tore the hell out of my bald head. But yeah, that was amazing how that urn's just sitting in there mysteriously. And it's, no one's bothering it, you know, it's crazy. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for following me on this little adventure. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment box below which one was your favorite, which person, when I had information on them, was the most interesting. I know they're all pioneers, so they're all kind of like responsible for the same thing. But for sure, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon. Therefore, you can be notified of all of my updates. I'll talk to you later.